Hi. Even though this isn't a meal a day, I mentioned this in another video, so I thought what I would do is show you the Inflammation Buster tea. I have a lot of names for it, but, all these people, they're taking turmeric and being like, oh, it really doesn't work, and I've never found it really works. But, they're buying those, like, this is an organic spice, but they're buying just McCormick from the store and, stirring it in their tea or something, or throwing it on their food and thinking it's going to work, and it's full of, like, horrible, horrible ingredients that actually make you sicker than they do better. And also, turmeric's really hard to absorb. I've always known that. And I just gave up on it entirely. And then I read something that it had to be like fresh or like freshly tinctured or something. I don't know about the freshly tinctured, but fresh or whatever. And so back some time ago, I was doing some tea using some meadowsweet for like pain, and I put the turmeric in, and turmeric tea is like the worst tasting thing. And so I figured, what could make it taste better? I added ginger, and then I added like a 1/4 teaspoon of raw honey, which I'm not going to add tonight. So it's not quite a tablespoon here, and I think it's about a tablespoon there. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the water. And that's about how much water I put in. Enough for, to fill about 2/3 of this cup. And then what I do, let me put the camera down a minute. Is I add just like a dash of the just regular organic black pepper. And they say that I did this to make it taste better. I added the ginger to make it taste better, and the honey. And also, the final ingredient, I squeeze a 1/4 of a lemon in if I can get lemon. It's really hard. That's one of the things about Arizona. It's really hard to get lemon here. And so I put all that together. And what I'll do is I'll boil this, like, I'll get it to boiling and then simmer it like about 15 or 20 minutes to really get the stuff out of it. And something about adding the ginger makes the turmeric, when you add the ginger, the turmeric, the lemon, and meadowsweet, with or without, it just tastes a lot better. I mean, it tastes really good. And I do 2 drops of stevia, and that's organic stevia. So I do 2 drops of stevia in it instead of the honey, the raw honey, because I just think it's better for me at this point. And I mix it in with the pepper and I stir it, and I kind of thought, oh my god, the pepper's going to make it taste terrible. It really doesn't. I mean, it tastes so good that all I want to do is drink this every night. I don't want to have the chocolate soy milk or the carob soy milk before bed anymore. I just have this. And so I'm getting the benefits. Due to money, and what I do is I'll, drain the water off into the cup, and then I'll save it. I'll just leave it in the back of the stove, and then the next night I'll do it again, and the next night I'll do it again. So it's weaker the next 2 nights, but I figure I'm getting something, and it satisfies me. So that's what I do for the turmeric tea, and it just gives like a really nice cup of tea. Now beware, turmeric stains everything. It's going to stain your cutting board, it'll stain your cup, your utensils. So don't use anything that you're worried about, like staining. Like this, I wash and scrub really good each time. And I use like either a metal espresso spoon, or I use like this to stir it up, or I'll just stir it with a knife and not have a spoon, use a spoon. So that's what I do. I'm gonna, I guess, spare you the boiling part, you know, where I boil it. Or I guess I could add that, so I'll come back, I'll boil it, and I'll add that. Okay, so I got it to a boil, and I leave it simmering just like that. I try to leave it, you have to leave it like on a little bit, because I don't want the flame to go out and fill my house with propane, but at the same time, you gotta leave it with propane really, really low, or it just will boil over, and you don't want turmeric splattering all over your like white counters or something like that, because it'll stain them. So I'm gonna let that go probably about 20 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling about 20 minutes, and so it's ready to like get poured into the cup. And here it is in the cup. This stuff really, really tastes good. I can't even describe it. It's like a tea ginger ale or something. So I'm going to let it cool a little bit till it's ready to drink, and have a great tea. And try this. Give it a shot. You can read up on the internet about the benefits of turmeric. Like go to Dr. Mercola's site, or any of the Truth About Cancer, Chris Beats Cancer. Chris Beat Cancer, and, you know, learn about turmeric. So this is all organic ginger, organic turmeric, organic lemon, and the organic pepper. And I found out ginger actually helps you absorb turmeric as well. It just happens that I used them because they just intuitively went good together, but ginger helps your body absorb turmeric, just like the bioprene and the pepper does. So give this a try, and like I say, if you have the money, just do it, you know. Maybe do one of these and drink all 3 cups in one day, and just do that. And so if you like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a great day.